Was that Blue's Clues?
I don't know. I was just making noises, man.
All I heard was pow, pow. Hold on, right quick. I'm gonna try to.
Dude, you said we were you said
Yeah, I know, but still, it's not like everybody gonna jump right into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True,
exactly.
true.
You know, you could give them. We probably gonna have like 2 people here anyway.
Yeah. Well, probably no one right now with what's going
Hell no,
on, but
of course not. So I can really just do whatever right now. And just
yeah. Hello there. I'm
ah,
EL-SCRIBBLER. You
I
were
had
gonna
a
start out, but
previously on Words and Personality. Joker Folle at Do sucked. That movie was ass.
what?
I'm catching them up on what happened last week. If some of them wasn't here,
Oh yeah.
I had to let
Joker
them
was
know.
awful.
Joker Folle at Do was trash. Now this week we are dealing with the better clown, Art the Clown.
Art the Clown. Oh, okay. I gotta say, did these movies scare you at all? I just need to hear that upright.
Yeah. And, okay. In a way, yeah. But I can watch them. But yeah, they kind of scare me in a way.
Because to me, it's nothing but like we've discussed this, how things build up over time. I like the slow build stuff. It's nothing but gruesome blood. Like in the first 5 minutes of almost each film, you see what you're gonna get through every single film.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, well, they can't up the ante. A head got bashed in. A hand got cut off. Oh my gosh, look at that. So in my mind, I'm just because I told you I was watching it, and I'm just like, I don't get anything from this. I don't get anything from this.
Okay, so let's start with the first one. So off rip, I don't like clowns, especially like back in the day. I can watch Bozo the Clown. I don't know why Bozo was cool, but like when it came to like Tim Curry's Pennywise, bro, I still do not walk past sewer drains. I'm running from them bad boys. It took me a while to like just enjoy taking a bath. That's how bad that movie ruined me. So to sit here and have a killer clown and I'm about to watch this shit alone at night, But honestly, man, these movies are low. These movies are low budget as hell. Like this one made 35. No, not made. It cost like $30,000. And it came out during a time where remember all those clowns were running around. Everybody was in those costumes. This came out around that time, which is probably another reason why I didn't want to watch it. But yeah, this shit became viral, and now here we are with the third one, and it's about to beat Joker 2. That's crazy.
Almost anything can beat Joker 2 at this point in time.
That's
Joker 2 is beat awful.
But yeah, that first movie is just low budget as hell, and you can see it. And it's only 84 minutes. Go ahead.
And it's cliche as hell. Cliche. You have the dumb teenagers who basically go to dumb situations. And the only thing I got, okay, spoiler for the second film, but the only
spoilers all over.
I was disappointed about in the first film, they got it in the second film. You know what it was? The main cliche in a horror film, in a slasher film?
Somebody falling.
No, the first to go.
The
first to go was the brother in the second film. And technically, he was the first to go in the third film, too. Because technically, if you think about it, at the end of the second film, the morgue guy was already killed.
End of the first one, I already know.
And
so I give you that
in the third one as well, the way
you talking about the Maurice dude?
Yeah.
Talk about Maurice. They named the character after me, and that was bullshit.
It was like Maurice James or something.
Maurice, wasn't it Maurice Jackson or some shit
Maurice
like that?
Jackson, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, bro. It had to also be with a J.
It was another MJ.
But no, like the first movie is only 84 minutes. It's not even an hour and a half.
It's like it was over before I realized it because it's just a very straightforward. They jump straight into it. He starts off with making all his weapons really quickly, and then you get an offshoot to these two dumb bimbos. One of them is high off her rocker, and the other one is just getting constantly tailed by the clown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what's funny is the one girl who was constantly being pursued ends up dying halfway through the film.
See, that's what got me, because you think that she's going to be the final girl. And then when she's whooping his ass, Out of nowhere, this nigga pulls out a gun.
Yeah.
Bro, when I tell you that shit was all over the internet before I saw this movie, I'm like, that scene right there was what made me. I'm like, I gotta see Terrifier because he pulled out the blicky, bro,
Yeah.
and shot her
funny.
ass up.
I was like, out of nowhere, a gun gets pulled into this gun out of nowhere. Because it's knives, it's saws, it's all this stuff, and out of nowhere, a gun gets pulled out, and I'm just like, whoa,
that shit was hilarious.
It's like this, but that clown's face, I gotta say, that was just creepy. The way he stares,
I love the makeup.
Yeah,
I love the makeup.
When he was staring at that girl, even when he was doing the deadpan stare is just absolutely creepy. And I've hated clowns. I've always hated clowns, and I found out why. I don't like makeup. I even hate like the face filters people put on like their Instagram photos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, that BS stuff where people are like taking pictures and they have like dog face on them and all that crap. I have hated that crap. I don't like things that conceal people's identities because like the whole Mulan scene where it's like, where is that girl I see staring straight? And then she takes off half the makeup and it's like two different faces. I hate makeup. You never know who's behind that face. You never know. I've always despised it. Like my girl was wearing it a while ago and I was staring at her because she called me to show it off. And I was just looking like, and then she started talking. I'm like, oh, okay. Because I just don't do makeup. I've hated makeup my entire life, and clowns just take it over the top because anyone can make themselves look like that.
Like I didn't know who the actor looked. I didn't know what the actor looked like until this morning when I finally looked him up.
Yeah.
So
they
it's
give
just
him extra cheeks. They give him a bigger nose. They give him a bigger chin, a point in your chin.
Dude, the worst death in this movie. I know you got to agree. The hacksaw scene. Oh, I closed my eyes. I did not look. I had to. Oh,
that was. Well, the was it the second one? I don't know. I'm getting all these.
We get to the second one in a minute.
Yeah, but this film goes straight from. It just basically shoots through it. And you have them running around basically in an abandoned complex that apparently has one custodian working there cleaning it that allowed all these people into the building.
He was just trying to be nice.
But
he was trying to be nice.
Why the heck would you work in a place like that has a basement that looks like that?
Yeah.
With a mentally ill female that cradles a baby named Emily.
What the hell? What a fake baby at that. What was that about? I ain't gonna lie. For a second, I thought that, that was somebody that was always down there with art or something.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
The way she was just always watching it and just ignoring it all. I thought that was it. I knew that baby wasn't going to be real. I knew it was because she just looked the part.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like a fetus or something, just like a dead fetus. I don't know, man. The shit was just crazy. By the way, that opening scene when oh my God, bro, when the disfigured lady ends up just mutilating her ass.
I liked how it started. I absolutely liked how, because it literally starts immediately. There's no opening credits or whatever, no title screen. It starts immediately because you could easily assume that that's like a title scene to introduce but the way it starts, about 20 minutes into the film, I knew that the way it started was the end of the film. I knew that was going to be the end of the film. And I was like, I like how they placed it like that. I really like how they did that.
Because come to find out, it's Victoria, Tara's sister. Like that fucking sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I like Terrifier. That's like I said, because it's only 84 minutes, and also the director also regretted is the fact that he didn't develop the characters more, because the whole movie is really arts movie. It's like, everything is, the whole focus is on them. Yeah. So the other characters are kind of just there to just be killed.
Well, it's a slasher film. It's fine. I mean,
but you always got to have a character to follow, and that character here is Art the Clown.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense because you start out with him. There's no one. It's not like the first Halloween film where you're following the family that's being hunted by Mike Myers. or Michael Myers. That's
Yeah.
Mike Myers.
Y'all ain't that cool. You ain't that cool to be calling him Mike, bruh.
But I gotta say, it just it's because I don't mind that the characters weren't fleshed out, because how fleshed out are you gonna get with these drug-addled, alcohol obsessed bimbos that are in college?
So my friend Kaylin said that the homeless Emily. Yo, now that makes sense. She said that the homeless chick is the mother of the missing girl that we see in part 2.
The missing girl?
Okay, so in part 2, we get, I think it was either in part 1 or part 2, we get the demonic girl that's with Art. And I've always wondered who that was. So Kaylin was saying that in the first movie, that homeless woman is the mother of the girl that's possessed. Because that was something. Because
the girl that's possessed doesn't have a name.
I don't know. It says it in the Emily Crane.
I was watching it, and I popped up the credits because I was curious. It's known as the pale girl. That's what she is in the credits, the pale girl.
All right. Well, okay. I'm looking at her comment. She says Emily Crane. Did we see that in the newspaper?
No. The one thing that was in the because remember, the kid was talking about the demon was a unification of both their souls basically being possessed.
Okay.
That's what the kid, because the kid was the one in the second film giving all the explanation as to why the girl was there. But I didn't understand that because
hold on, she said it's in the newspaper clipping. So it must be like a because when I saw the newspaper clipping, I just saw, missing girl and all that. But I guess you have to pause it to read it. So okay, so yep, that's the mother. Because remember, the fake baby is called Emily.
Yeah, but you got to remember that girl was also a hallucination.
See, boom. Now here we go. That's what pissed me off about the second one, because
while she's doing patty cake with the freaking hallucination.
But she's an hallucination, but then also
she's
Jonathan.
Not.
But exactly, she's an hallucination, but then she's not, because Jonathan and Sienna can see.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're jumping into the second one.
Yeah, but the second one starts off immediately where the first one started and first one ended.
I love that's not it. Okay. I love the laundromat scene. Mm-hmm. I was sitting there listening to a podcast while I was door dashing about I was like, damn, I wonder, do Bane and Joker or any villains just think about hygiene? Like, is Bane over there wearing deodorant and shit? And then I'm watching Terrifier 2. This motherfucker's all bloodied up, and then he goes to the laundromat and washes his clothes. I'm like, bruh. And I love how he's sitting there, damn near butt ass naked, reading the newspaper, laughing because a family of 4 got killed. That's what I'm saying. I love Art the Clown. That boy got charisma.
and then he's playing patty cake with that girl. Was what is it with white girls? Freaking white girls.
I got a feeling you're talking about what's the show? What's the show? Blackish with the white girl, little white girl on the elevator.
And then he closes the door on them, just like.
Did y'all see that little white girl on the elevator?
Like, how'd you leave her alone in there? He's all, I would not be setting foot in this.
Right.
Yep.
But but I love when he turns around, he's looking at her, and he's just like, what the fuck? Like, even Art is confused. Like, okay. And then the whole them playing patty cake together. Like I said, that scene I thought was fucking great.
Yeah, but what I think it's trying to get at, because he died at the end of the first one. He literally died. He was a serial killer that died. What happened? I guess they're trying to say that a demon took possession, was able to control him.
Because he popped back up at the end of the first one.
Yeah. Yep. But it's like a lot of people need like explanations for things like that, because he literally blew his brains out. With Michael Myers and things like that, he's normally like stabbed a bunch of times or gets hit by a truck and then disappears. So it's easy to just, something happened at whatever, slasher hijinks. This one, he blew his own brains out and he came back to life. And with the morgue, he took out the person's brain to replace his own. He ripped out the guy's eye to replace out his own bulging eye.
Oh, that shit. Wow.
gruesome as heck. It was gruesome as heck, but he did all that to basically put himself back together. And I guess the explanation was, oh, a demon which took the possession of the little girl was able to latch on to the and this was all explained on the third film. It latched onto the soul. You weren't paying attention, man?
Yeah, I was, bruh.
It latched onto the soul of the, because this is what the kid was writing to Sienna. That's her name, right? Sienna.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Jonathan was writing to Sienna when she was in the psych ward.
Cute
it was like,
what's up? What's up?
Yeah.
Reading comments.
Oh, nice. It must be from Instagram or
IG. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's just like one of those things that was there because he was explaining everything. So she was a demon that during that height of craziness latched onto the corruption of Art's soul and was able to possess an entity to basically they live in together. As long as they both live, they both survive, kind of thing. Which is why when Sienna cut off the head of Art, she took the head and possessed the soul of Victoria in the end, and Art's head was born from Victoria's body, which was disturbing as heck. But yeah, that's the thing. It's just like they were trying to explain away all this stuff, and it's like, okay, cool. And that's the third film where they were explaining everything. I was like, all right, that makes sense. This better be the last film. That's one thing I was saying. This better be the last film. I was hoping the third film would be the last film.
All right, so we're still on the second one.
Yeah, but
I swear, we could be sitting here talking about a fucking 10 movie franchise, and you'll be on the second one, they'd be like, and then on the 10th one, when they brought back Vin Diesel, it's like, bro, can we start at the part where they brought back Ludacris?
Dude, I'm explaining the whole the why Art was alive, because they were trying to explain it away with demonology and things like that in the third film. They used the third film to explain things away in the second film.
Yeah, I just assumed he was a demon, and I just called it a day. I'm just like, let's be real. He's a fucking demon. I don't care. He's a demon. Now let's get back to the gore.
He was just a serial killer. The little girl was the demon.
I don't care.
Her eyes were glowing.
That makes sense. But the second one is damn near 2.5 hours.
Yep.
I was like, holy shit. Now there's some scenes that they could have cut to make it at least 2 hours. Like, because now we actually have, which is what I like. We actually have people to follow, which is Sienna. And
Jonathan.
Let me explain this. Did her father have like an encounter with Art back in the day or some shit? Because they all see visions.
This is the vibe I got from the second film.
Okay.
I was thinking Art was actually their father.
Okay, no, I didn't see that at all.
They were saying that their father, he used to be a great artist. He was drawing Art the Clown. He was going mentally ill. He crashed. He got himself drunk, crashed into something, and burned himself alive in a car accident, screaming his head off. And I'm like, are they going to mention a burial? Are they going to mention anything like that? Because I was thinking, well, if a demon's involved and he's unable to die, maybe the reason why he was going for the family was he was wanting to get rid of his traces. That's what I felt from that film. Because it was like, why would Art go after this family?
Yeah.
He would just find some random nobodies, not some family of a dude that burned himself alive. He would go to the nearest people to take him out. That's what I figured was the story. That it was like, oh, okay, this is his original family.
Yeah.
Well, that turns out to not be the case, I'm assuming.
So
apparently, well, of course, I'd have to go into the third one to explain that part away.
So I had to cut it off, maybe 40 minutes in, because I was tired.
Did a lot of cutting off.
Huh?
Art did a lot of cutting off.
No, it was too late, and I'm just like, I gotta go to sleep, and I don't want this on my mind. Sorry, excuse me. I don't want this on my mind. And then two, did you know that Monster has alcoholic beverages now?
They do?
It tastes just like Monster. Like, it's dangerous. I'm drinking it, and I'm just like, dude, why am I getting... Oh, why have I bit my tongue? I'm like,
That
dude,
that
why am
sounds
I getting so
that sounds like
lightheaded?
a White Claw. It's citrusy.
Nah.
It's basically boozy. It's probably
But
stronger though.
it tastes so much better. 6% alcohol. It was only $3. And next thing I know, I drank the whole can and I was just chilling. And I was not paying attention. Everything was just fucking fuzzy. So I had to cut it off. And then that's where I'm just like, okay, why are they taking pills? Okay, they seeing visions and all that. It got to be something to do with the father. And that's really all I caught. But when I say this movie is kind of too long, they could cut some shit out. They had a good 10-minute dream sequence.
Yeah, with
And
the
I'm
clowns,
like,
the
yeah,
clown
and I'm
circus.
like, hurry up.
But
Hurry up. Even though I liked it, it was just too damn long.
yeah, well, that's the thing I didn't understand because why is she dreaming of the clown circus? Why is she dreaming of Art the clown being there? That's the
Yeah.
only thing that made me think that, oh, Art the clown is their father. Everything in this film was leading me to believe that Art the clown was their father.
Mhm.
The explanation about how he screamed so loud he could be heard across town as he was burning alive, all that stuff. In my head, I was like, maybe that's why Art doesn't ever make a sound. It
I
makes
give
sense.
you that. I give you that.
He's
Yeah.
already he blew out his lungs doing that, and they could never grow back. Or the simple things like that. In my head, I was like, this is his family. But because even the dream sequence would make sense at that point instead of again the third film. The third film tries to explain away all this stuff by
Yeah, yeah, go
the
ahead.
father could see visions. He foresaw all this stuff. He went mad seeing the future. I'm assuming sold his soul to bless his daughter with superhuman powers.
Okay, yeah, because I was
Like
seeing that and I
that's
was
the
just
third
like,
film. That's the third film.
okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool because honestly, like I said, with part two, I was getting kind of confused. And I was sitting there thinking, like, did I really miss something major that I didn't catch? Because all I see is like something going on with the father.
Mhm.
And it's like right out the gate, Sienna and Jonathan were already having like mental issues or
And beef
something.
with their mother.
Yeah. And then they always have fucking beef with their mother.
Yep.
By the way, Sienna in that little angel warrior outfit, she was looking so bomb. I was just like, oh my god, I love her. She's fucking gorgeous. Oh
Oh,
my god.
the typical slasher film, man. Typical
Oh,
slasher film.
show her some respect. But
But her self-made wings burned. Like that's the thing. Why did her wings burn?
yes, she had a whole vision to the point where the fire, but then again, now we got demons and shit.
Yeah,
But I don't know,
and
like
and she has superpowers.
yeah, like that
That
shit was just
I think that's the thing. They're trying to explain away everything. Because remember, in the drawing, and again, I know you don't want me to go to the third. You know what? Let's just go to
go
the
ahead.
third film. Let's just
Well,
go to
no,
the third.
because I still wanna just explain this shit, but I still
Well,
want to talk about some kills.
because in the third film, when he's handing her the drawing, remember the sword lights up,
Mm-hmm.
right? The sword is she has the power to light the sword on fire. The sword was left underneath the wings.
Yeah.
In her nightmare, she gave it power. That's how they were explaining it away in the third film.
Okay.
Because I, for some reason, was actually paying attention to the freaking stupid slasher film.
Yeah, you were because that's
I'm
the
all,
thing.
huh,
I'm not gonna
huh.
lie. As much as I hate clowns, and as much as I hate this gore, because after I watched the first one, I meant to text you like, okay, I finally found horror that I don't like, and it's this type of
Yeah, I've
horror.
never liked
But
gore.
because it's the
Never.
thing, you sit back and watch fucking Michael Myers, Scream, Jason, Freddy. It's just like stupid kills, or it's just somebody just uh uh uh.
Yeah.
Here, it's some motherfucker going, and it's just
Yeah.
going deep in, bro, and it
The only
doesn't stop.
exception is the Saw movies because it's like a
Oh,
good middle ground.
absolutely,
They're a good middle
absolutely.
ground because, well, it's kind of like a Dexter Morgan, basically getting the worst of the worst,
Yeah,
and you're putting them in tests, seeing if they're worth it all.
and also, I can actually sit and watch every Saw kill. I do. I don't look away or nothing. The whole body twisting, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah,
watch
the
all of that.
jaw being ripped
Yeah,
off.
I can watch all of that, no problem. But then when we get to Terrifier, and the worst kill in number two is the bedroom scene where he's killing Ali, I think is Sienna's
Mom,
friend.
mom. That scene right there. I know you can't hear me, but that scene right there reminded me of Bo- what the heck is it called? Alchemist, Brotherhood Alchemist. I think that's what it's called.
I never seen it.
It reminded me of that because everyone who's anything has heard of the Edward scene. You've heard of that, right?
No.
A dog saying Edward. Well, in Brotherhood Alchemist, there is a scene where the father is a man is well known for creating a chimera, a dog which can speak like a human. But around that time, his wife disappeared. And it's all this episode about the man trying to recreate that. And at the end of the episode, his daughter, who became friends with the alchemist, Full Metal Alchemist, that's what it's called, I think.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. And the Edward, who became friends with the man's daughter, disappears. And then he sees the chimera that the father said. And the chimera basically looks at Edward and goes, Edward. It's one of the most gut-wrenching. I can never rewatch Full Metal Alchemist because of that. It's one of the most gut-wrenching things because the father ripped apart his daughter's soul to put in a dog to create another chimera to relive the glory days after what he did to his wife. It is one of the darkest things. And it's basically the same thing here. It's the same thing here where he okay, she would have bled to death already. There's no way she would still be alive.
This is the thing about these kills in the next two movies versus the first one. Whereas the first one is just everybody in the first movie felt like secondary characters, even Tara, because then you find her, we get her sister Victoria, and just like, okay, Tara's not the final girl, it's Victoria. No, Victoria's gone too, and now what we got in the third one. But here, now that they actually got more money and they have more time, almost an hour, now you're giving us characters to follow and care about. So now I know about Sienna, I know about her brother, I know about her friends and all that. Now we're watching her friend get just fucking brutally tortured. And what just sucks is the fact that when he's just chopping up her body and shit, and she's getting ready to crawl, you think it's over. This motherfucker come back with bleach and salt. That was just grimy.
When I saw the bleach and salt, I was like, "Oh, now that is disgusting." Because that is people do that to torture. People do that. Like, yeah, my mother has stories. My mother has stories. But
and then and then it's like and he always going for the face, the eyes, but then the mom comes in screaming and shit, and you just see him just kind of like chopping up the leg, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, oh, thank God she's dead. Mom, I'm like, no.
The mother
my mouth dropped, bro, and I almost started to tear up because I'm like, she's lying there, bro, with this clown just fucking chopping up her leg. That was just the most heartbreaking scene. That was the worst death, bro. I think of this whole fucking. That was just sad. That was just a sad death.
Well, that one and just the tip.
Bro, I literally screamed. I screamed when I saw that, bro. The second I saw the boyfriend go out the car to piss, I'm like, he's gonna cut his dick off. He didn't cut his dick off. He stabbed it, bro, right in. And
well,
I actually screamed.
Well, I gotta say, it's compared to the third one where he takes a chainsaw up the rear end.
Oh my God, that was wrong. That shower scene was just horrible.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like a lot of the deaths are brutal, like absolutely brutal. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about the second one, except for the fact that I was led to believe that Art was their father.
Yeah.
Because remember, the only time you see their father is in like a simple picture that Sienna pulls out at some point in time. That's the only time. And I'm like, is that the actor? I couldn't tell. I couldn't see it in time. And I didn't bother going back and pausing.
I like that they brought Victoria back at the end. And also, I like that Chris Jericho was in it.
Yeah.
My boy. But yeah, that whole Victoria deal, man, was just wild because she's giving birth to Art's head. Oh my God! But then I love
getting possessed. She ends up getting possessed.
Because then right when the third one opens, we see
Well,
Actually,
well,
go ahead.
I first got to say, like, that's the thing that I was thinking it was going to be like a Beetlejuice baby sequence where the entirety of Art is born as a baby and then feasts and grows very quickly, not just giving birth to the head.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of a creepy Beetlejuice baby situation, but nope, it was just the head.
Because I did like that when they brought that scene back in part 3. I did like how it all played out.
Yeah.
I love the Vicky and Art on the wall and hearts, but it sucked that Victoria actually snapped out of it for a quick sec and was begging for help, saying that she was possessed, and then boom, went right back to wherever that fucking demon was, and then man, Chris Jericho got it bad. I saw that come like, damn, he is not making it, bruh.
Yeah. He should have just, as soon as he heard the screaming, just walked out. I mean, if he was black, he probably would have just left, but nope.
Hell yeah.
Nope.
Hey, at least he got some punches in. At least he got some punches, bro.
Oh,
but
yeah, fighting the petite, deformed female.
Because that's when he didn't. Isn't that when he showed up with the head, when he took the cop's head and put it on his body? That shit was crazy. This shit was wild. But I love
the opening.
I love the opening scene for Terrifier 3 though. As fucked up as it is. Oh, you didn't like it?
I gotta say, what purpose did it serve to the movie?
I don't care. It was awesome.
What purpose did it serve?
Man,
to
who
the movie?
cares? It was a great scene.
Because it starts off with him dressed, basically a little girl saying that she hears footsteps on the roof. The mother says that they're elves. The little girl goes downstairs checking on the elves. Turns out it's Art wearing a Santa costume and starts butchering the family.
I loved it. Especially when the family. And I knew this is the thing. I knew it was gonna be the shit when the kid got it. Julia, I'm trying to go to. I was like, we're killing kids. We're killing kids now. Why it was great. It was also sad because when the little girl makes a noise and then Art opens up with the smile and the wave, I'm like, damn. But hey, at least he washed the dishes when he ate them cookies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like what were you saying?
That was my biggest issue. It's like it did that whole sequence, and I'm like, at least the other film started where they ended. It made sense. And then here it does that scene, and then it's Terrifier 3, 5 years prior. And then it shows us how he got away, the beheaded corpse getting up, killing the officer, of course, a black officer who had to be the first to go in this film, obviously, because it's 5 years prior.
All right, shut the fuck up, bro.
So he's just holding the head, traveling with it. But in the entire film, you never see that family again. Because remember, it does go to present day once again. And you see him put on the Santa outfit. You see him do all this stuff. Not even on the news do they reference a family was butchered.
Who cares?
It's all about the bombing that happened at the mall. I forgot what it's called.
Who cares? It was a good opening scene.
I was just like, why was that even there? It served. You could have removed that.
There's so what? It was a good opening. It could have been removed. You could have started right when you left off at. But you know what, bro? Hey, guess what? We're about to set the tone for you. Guess what? It's about to be a Christmas movie. Guess what? I'm killing kids. Let's start off with a whole family of 4. I'm about to show you what y'all about to get into. Welcome to Terrifier 3. That's how I felt it was. I loved it. I loved it the
entire time because it serves no purpose. Because you get the fact that he's taking out children. Well, when he does a bombing.
Oh, bro, the Santa mall Santa art, that was my favorite scene. That was my favorite scene because I love how he was just sitting there, actually had a bag of presents for the kids. But when they kept lingering on that one kid, I'm like, it's a bomb. It's a bomb. It's a boom.
I was thinking all the toys would have something like I was thinking the little jaw would be spitting out like the acid and things like that. I was thinking that was gonna happen, but
I thought it was gonna be like razor blades and stuff.
Yeah,
I guess they're not gonna go too far with it.
No, not with the kids. They'll show the body parts, but they won't have them screaming and things like that.
I'm
But
sorry, man. Fuck that. Fuck these kids, bro. I want you to sit there and do a hacksaw scene on a kid. Kids ain't innocent. If y'all could sit there, I bet you they'd sit there and fucking do that to a mentally. Oh no, that'd be foul.
yep.
That'd be foul, bro. Just
Mhm.
imagine a mentally challenged guy, or no, you lead them alone. Yeah, leave them alone.
Yeah, leave the kids alone.
Fuck the
Leave them mentally
kids,
ill.
but leave them mentally. I don't want art. I don't want art chainsaw on the Down syndrome, motherfucker. I don't ever want to see that.
They're gonna
I
put it in
don't
the next
ever
film
want to
now.
see that. Kill a little person.
But like that's the thing. It's like I think the favorite scene I had in this film was the part where he gets his Santa outfit.
Oh, I love that scene.
Because
I love that scene.
Creepy and funny, and it was just a mix. You see a clown meeting Santa.
He even ran past the other two girls, like, fuck out my way, it's Santa Claus.
It's like the start of a joke. A clown and Santa were sitting in a bar type of thing. It just seems like the start of a freaking dumb joke, and it ends as a dumb joke. Just two people, the bartender and the other dude got off easy.
Hold on. It just shows what art does at the end. Are you talking about the opening scene, which is a great opening that this dude didn't like? Kaylin posted a comment saying that's what art does at the end. Great opening. I don't care. I don't care if it didn't, had nothing to do with the story. Sometimes a good opening is just a random a cold open. That's a cold open for the movie. There's Family Guy has cold opens. That first fucking 5 minutes don't have nothing to do with what we're about to see in the next 20 minutes. So sometimes there is nice to have a cold opening. And that's him killing that family of four was a great opening. By the way, I'm going to see that again.
You're gonna go see Terrifier 3 again?
I can't believe I'm seeing it again. I'm seeing it again.
Oh, but I gotta say, like in the third film, the worst death, I got to say, it would be the mother.
That's right, Kaylin. I feel you. In this movie?
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about with the rats?
Mm-hmm.
You said that was honestly, bro, even though I hate rats and all that, I could tolerate that one. It was kind of like, oh, that's messed up. I was able to watch the whole thing on that one.
Well, yeah, you can watch it, but the problem is I'm thinking about being in that situation, because most of the other things you would bleed out immediately. That one, you would actually survive long enough for the rats to be making their way. Because if you put the rats would rush down and dig through your intestines to escape the heat.
Bro, stop acting like you smart, nigga. We all saw Too Fast and Furious.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. In like Too Fast and the Furious, they dig on the belly to get inside because they heated the top. The rats just don't like heat, and it's disturbing. And the fact that they were doing that, and that was Jonathan.
Okay, so let's go back to this. Okay, because I want to get to Jonathan. So I like that they're having PTSD. Actually, can we agree that Sienna, I feel like, is a good character, is a good final girl? I enjoy her. I think she's badass.
She's struggling. Like, okay, she doesn't go over the top because she's struggling. She knows she's struggling and tries not to have it take control of her life.
Yep.
But the problem I see is that she's bringing Jonathan down with her, even though he's the only one she can be honest with.
Yeah, I feel that. But I mean, she saw art at the mall. She kind of had to fucking bring it up. And by the way, I hated her niece. Like, God, even though her being snooping did help out at the end, thank God it helped out at the end, because I thought that she was gonna fuck around and move that sword or something.
Yeah, hide it somewhere.
But they both got PTSD. I like that they're dealing with that. I hate the roommate's girlfriend is like, her family got killed by a killer clown, and you think it's fascinating.
It's 5 years. They're supposed to talk about it. Wouldn't they feel better if they talk about it? And he's all, I don't think that's how it works.
Bro, your mom did that. Your mom used to do that with my mom. Yeah. Oh my God. But so I was so we go get to the shower scene. But yeah, so Jonathan and Sienna are the main characters. And what pisses me off is, and I prayed that it was actually a lie, but I doubt it. The fact that they killed Jonathan off screen.
Yeah, they
And
killed
I'm
him off
like,
screen.
there was a scene where he's on the phone talking to Sienna, and he's right here. And I'm like, you got all this room. I got a feeling that Victoria or Art is gonna pop up. And then it doesn't happen. And then next thing you know, Jonathan is dead. I'm like, okay, I get Art is at the campus, but to sit there and just kill him off screen, like I didn't like that. I thought that was whack.
I gotta say, Art has a heart, and he did respect the girl's wishes.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
But even though she wouldn't fuck him, because
no,
I love that she's like, I'm not gonna fuck him. He said,
he's all.
Yeah. I love it, bro. Everybody in the theater bust up laughing, bro. I love that. But yeah, she said like, she want to, she want to be next to that person, breathe in their air, feel their aura.
Is there a soul in his eyes? That kind of stuff.
And I love that when he kills her, he looks dead in her eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Butchered face towards his as she's slowly dying.
That chainsaw scene, that shower scene. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Of course, it's a slasher film. You need to include a chainsaw at some point.
But dude, he stuck it up my man's ass cheeks.
No, first he cut his thing in two.
Bro, what had everybody groaning was when he cut his leg and then homie tried to step on it and then it just he just collapsed. But no,
yeah. And then
he flipped him over. He flipped him over and stuck the chainsaw up his ass and then flipped him back over and then cut his nuts off. And I mean, bro, it just
yeah, and they show it. They show it. It's just gruesome.
Because I was sitting there before that happened. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie, this movie could be a little gorier. And then that happens.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of that, at the beginning, when we do the present day, Art and Victoria really sat there for 5 straight years.
Yep.
Like, what the hell? And I wish we got more of them a little bit, like together.
Yeah.
Because I love when he gets his.
Victoria's struggling with the demon inside her because remember, she sees her reflection and realizes who she is, and then slits her own wrists. Well, the demon wouldn't let her go. It's sad. That kind of thing. So I was okay with that. And then basically because she slit her wrists, she passes away. Remember, Art lives because the demon lives. Mm-hmm. So as the demon was, I guess, recovering, they stayed dormant for 5 years.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a way to rationalize it.
I'm gonna really have to rewatch this shit.
Yeah, you might come back being like, I missed this. Because, okay, so is this turning into a superhero franchise?
I swear, because now, okay, when she went against Art, and like, one, bitch, your hands are through. You're not picking up no sword. But then again, she got powers.
Yeah.
So, she's basically a superhero because her wounds are healing and whatnot.
This is what I'm thinking. So we have the classic superhero, the Marvels, the DCs. Then we have the adult version of superheroes, like the Boys and the Invincible. Is that what it's called?
Invincible, yes.
Yeah, where those are more of a darker tone on superheroes. What if we involve like psychopaths, demonology, and like slasher films into the mix? That seems what it's going for.
Didn't they do that with Dream Warriors?
Yeah, this one, the reason why I'm thinking that is because they kept talking about it. So the father, because remember, she goes to like the demon's realm for a second. And there's a demon who's changed up, making the armor her father drew. Making the armor. I am thinking that is her father.
Oh.
I'm thinking that he's sold his soul to build the armor that she needs to fight the devil. And it's one of those stories, like, you know how the classic cliche is the superheroes make their villains by just existing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the counter to that. The villain has made its hero by just existing. The father saw the future, sold his soul, gave his daughter powers to oust the villain. So when are they going to introduce the psychopathic rich person that is able to get away with everything? You know, like a more Lex Luthor, more gory Lex Luthor type thing.
I mean, you have a point.
I mean, if you go down that route, I mean, it would be unique. It would be unique. You have two indestructible beings basically going at each other, cutting each other. And of course, the clown will run around trying to slaughter as many people as possible before the angel tracks him down again.
So basically, Sienna, the whole movie, Sienna be going after him.
Yep. So it reverses the stakes, except for he's running around using hostages.
Yeah, I feel like, man, they got to have it in a, I don't know what type of setting it'll be at, because I love this Christmas setting.
Yeah, well,
I thought they really played with it a lot.
It reminded me of Die Hard. Die Hard wasn't Christmas. Die Hard wasn't Christmas. Die Hard wasn't Christmas. Die Hard's a New Year's.
Because also, bro, I love the Terrifier Christmas song. It's a Terrifier Christmas. Mm-hmm. I fucking love that song. I thought that was great. But oh, dude, also the scene where when they get woke up and then they're killing the dude and she's masturbating with the shard of glass.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We really had a sex scene with them and Art.
Well, yeah, this is
a Terrifier movie, so I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, that was just very disturbing, very disturbing. But then again, it was a demon as well, so it wasn't a real human being. Mm-hmm. But just imagine the human that's inside that soul, trapped away. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, I was hoping that this would be the last film, because it's like it's going the superhero route, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it sounds interesting if they reverse the roles, because it's the clown who's always hunting people down. If he's now the one being hunted and always on the run, it's going to reverse the stakes a bit.
I can't wait for the fourth one. I can honestly, bro, when the movie started, I was sitting there like, I cannot believe I'm watching this. When the whole somebody's on the roof, I'm like, bro, why the fuck am I watching? I'm watching this on the big screen. What am I doing? But this whole movie, man, honestly, is it me or was this movie less gory compared to the first two?
It was less gory, especially from the second.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
I was just watching it and I'm like, this isn't as bad as the others. Of course, I watched the other two like back to back. It was just like,
yeah, like this one was kind of like less gory, because like when he killed the dude that was portraying Santa Claus, the whole liquid nitrous, I'm like, okay, so he's gonna be froze. So that's
the other two were just shot in the head immediately.
Which, by the way, if you get shot in a Terrifier movie, you got an easy death. Mm-hmm. Props to everybody that just got shot, even Tara. Like, yeah, she got stabbed a couple times in the first one. It wasn't too bad, but hey, he ended it by shooting her. So I'm glad for the people. Even the mom in the second one, when he hit her with the shotgun, you got it easy, and you got mashed potatoes after. So yeah, everybody got it easy. But when it comes to, he's like, all right, bet I'm about to bring out the tools. It's a wrap.
But that reminds me, in the second one, that baby shotgun. Shotgun.
You talking about when he killed the mom? Yeah.
Because remember, Jonathan was holding it too, and he was holding it with two hands, and I'm just like, that is a clown gun. It was just so freaking small. I'm like, that's what she said. It was just like, what the freak? That's not a shotgun. That's like an overly sawed-off shotgun.
Right? But I think that's one of the reasons why, because I think Terrifier 2 has the most brutal kills, but then Terrifier 3 for me is just more enjoyable, and I think it's because it's not as gory, so I'm not sitting there and just, in shock. And also, it's Christmas, and Art the Clown is just funny as fuck as Santa Claus.
It does have more comedy scenes, even though it turns into a dark one. When he's eavesdropping on the crazy fangirl, when he's spending time with the Santa Claus, when he's giving out the gifts to the kids. I mean, a lot of those scenes are entertainingly funny.
Yes.
And then they go dark very quickly.
And and what makes Art the Clown so great is like, he's just enjoyable. The fact that he's a clown, and as he's killing these motherfuckers, he's just amused by it. He's just, when he cut off dude's foot in the shower, he just starts to smell it and then he throws it away.
He didn't cut it off, man. He was pulling him back and ripped it from its tendons.
But it's just like shit like that. Him honking the horn, smiling, giving gifts and all that. He is funny as hell. But at the same time, shit is just scary because when he does the kills, they go on for so long. And the fact that we'll just be sitting there watching him go through like every tendon, it's just agonizing.
Yeah, I think my biggest issue, it's a horror film. I think there has to be a different classifier because I've always viewed horror as something that's scary. Mm-hmm. This is just blood and guts, and it's just gruesome. And it should be under I guess that would be the subtext of horror gruesome because it's not scary. It really isn't. It's supposed to, I guess, scare you via how disgusting it is, but that isn't true fright.
Yeah.
If you look at Saw, you see the person chained up. It explains what it's going to do to the person, and you get terrified because you have suspense. Suspense is built because they're on a timer to either get themselves out of it or not. That is building suspense, builds fright, builds horror. This one just goes straight to it immediately, and I'm just like, well, okay.
All right. So speaking of that, by the way, Luke said Art the Clown is invincible, basically. Hell yeah. Shit, we probably don't have him till he's 90.
that actor's got himself a role for a while as he's being chased by Sienna.
Right.
So he gets old and gray.
But you said it's not scary. This the thing. Okay, so after I saw Terrifier 3, it's fucking cold as hell in here. So I'm like, I'm gonna go into my room, get the heater. When you sat there and hit me up saying like, we're gonna, do it tomorrow, I was in there. I was in this motherfucker. I wasn't even thinking about no text. I was trying to make sure that there was nothing in here, that all my doors and my windows was closed and locked. I put shit in front of the door, and then I'm sitting there like, okay, I got work. I got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting there. I'm about to tell Google. Okay, I didn't want to say Google out loud because I got one. But I was going to sit there and, say that and then set my alarm. But I'm like, wait a minute. When I say that, then that motherfucker's going to be loud with it. So I'm not going to do that. So I forgot to set my alarm because I didn't want the alarm and anything to go off. And then I'm sitting there watching How I Met Your Mother on my AirPods with the flashlight on. And because of that, I woke up late and I got to work an hour late, because I was fucking afraid to make some noise because I thought Art the Clown was coming. And then also because I went from work straight to the movies. When I got home, I took a shower. So as I'm in the shower, I'm hearing walking. The walls are kind of thin. I wasn't thinking about that. I'm hearing walking in this motherfucker. And I had to wash my face. Tell me why, bro. I had the towel. I brought the towel in, bro. The towel is getting wet as fuck. I said, I had my face in the water for a millisecond. I was not about to sit there and be exposed like that. I'm over here looking to see if I have anything that can handle a chainsaw.
You did not want a repeat of the shower scene.
No, I didn't, bro. I didn't. I was sitting there thinking, like, how high is this jump down to the ground? Like, I'm not letting that shit happen, bro. Honestly, I need a gun. Because who's to say that there's not a motherfucker out there like that? People get influenced. You saw in 2016, around that time, everybody was running around dressed as clowns. Who's to say that ain't nobody influenced by Terrifier?
I mean, they even did it in this film. Remember, there was the clown who was on the bus with them. It was like, oh, you were ready. He pulled out a honk, 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 honk. That's how it basically started, and they took his suit.
I love the next scene we see with a brand new suit, and then Victoria just having fun with the horn, and Art is just like, get the fuck away from me. Like, I just love his expressions, bro. Like, he doesn't say a word, but it's just his expressions and everything.
He's able to emote very well, even with all that makeup. His eyes can explain a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
He does all his acting through, well, how you see him. That I got to say, props to him for that. I mean, I've never heard him speak, but props to him for how he's acting.
Yeah, for real. I did love in part 3 where they have Sienna and the auntie tied up. Every time he walked past Sienna, he'd slap her in the head.
Yeah.
I'm like, this fucker is childish, man. But
Yeah, but I didn't find the films scary whatsoever. Now, if it was about like someone out in the woods being stalked and you hear like crunching and things outside, there's really none of that except for the very beginning where it's I hear footsteps on the roof. That's the only time that they actually try to build suspense. The only time. But it ends very quickly. And I'm like, if they would have done that, because like even Signs, where they're constantly talking about the aliens and things like that, and you see them very sparingly, and it builds suspense. And here, I live out in the middle of nowhere.
I fucking hated staying with you, bro. I didn't understand that, bro. I swear that one night when y'all all went to that baseball game, and it was just me and the dogs, and we heard the cat screaming outside, bro. Scariest shit ever, bro. Chubbs was like, you go. I'm like, oh, now we cool now. Fuck you. But no, like the Terrifier, it is slasher. Like there really is no suspense. I mean, the opening of Terrifier 3 coming from the little girl's point of view was some suspense, but then it just goes straight to the mom. Yeah, it's just really Art goes in, kills the people real brutally, and then has fun and calls it a day. But that's what everybody loves about it. It's just, it's Art the Clown. He's a great slasher. He's fucking entertaining, and he just goes far with it. I mean, come on, man. He's an icon. He's a horror icon now. And already in 8 years, bro.
Yeah, it took a while for it to finally get somewhere, but it's like the third film is the one that really kicked off. I guess everyone who was disappointed with Joker went to go see a real clown.
Yeah, because this one is about to hit 16 million. Actually, I think it's 16 million, and Joker is about to hit like fucking 6.
There were at least 3 times more people in the theater watching it in every single viewing than there was for the Joker 2.
Ooh. Okay, so they opened with 18.26 million.
Because even though the story is kind of all over the place, it at least has a story.
Are you talking about Terrifier?
Yeah, Terrifier 3. I don't know if they're going to go the superhero route. I mean, her hands healing up immediately kind of shows that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that would be like I said, we mentioned that would be an interesting dynamic where you just reverse the roles in the future film where the clown is trying to get as many kills under his belt because, well, let's say the only way he can survive now is continuing to murder.
Hey, hold on. You talk shit about the Terrifier 3 opening, but you ain't have no problem with that long ass dream sequence in part 2?
Oh, I hated that.
Okay, cool. We good. Never mind.
Yeah, I didn't. It could have been explained away, but they just didn't do anything. Because even in the third film, they just added more confusion to that scene.
No, you were just confused.
Because it served no purpose in the end.
We took it as just an opening. He just killed a family. That's all it was.
No, I'm talking about the freaking dream sequence.
Oh yeah.
Because
that did.
If Art the Clown was her father, there's some kind of relationship there. But in the end, it's just a dream sequence. The Clown Circus. Okay. The Clown Circus.
Clown Cafe. Clown Cafe. I love that song. Clown Cafe. I didn't care for those kills, by the way. It was just I honestly those were the worst kills because it was just like pointless. It didn't we seeing Art kills people in a dream. So I didn't care for that at all.
And I don't like cereal because Art kills people in my dream.
What?
You know I don't like cereal.
Yeah. Number 3. Stupid bitch read her fucking diary.
Yep.
Like, oh my God.
But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that it kind of does something like that. Because remember, they killed the demon in this one.
Yep.
So Art is no longer tethered to the world. So what is going to be the excuse? Does he need to devour souls, killing people gruesomely in order to continue his life? If he doesn't kill people for a certain amount of time, does he cease to exist? So does that give Sienna the opportunity to hunt him down following a body of corpses? So it's either he stops killing and ceases to exist. This is just a possibility. Or Sienna beheads him and he ceases to exist. So is that going to be it where he's killing and just on the run from Sienna? and it turns into like this investigatory kind of film, like a detective mystery.
I would like that. I don't care
That'd be interesting.
as long as Sienna is back. I love Sienna. I'm trying to see what they're talking about
with 4.
Yeah.
Because let's face
I mean,
it,
it's confirmed.
With how successful this one was, especially compared to the first 2, it is definitely going to get a sequel like within 2 years.
By the way, what trailers did you have? That's what I want to talk about. What trailers did you have?
I had the one where the girl burns her hand.
Oh, by the way, I want to see that. I actually want to see that.
I'm not interested in seeing that.
Because I want to know what that's about. What's the other trailer?
I don't know. I kind of forgot most of them. Oh, there's the one where it's the bugs take over the planet.
With Anthony Mackie?
8,000 feet. I want to see that.
Anthony Mackie? Bro, I got that and a Luke Evans trailer. Fucking and the production company, Ketchup Entertainment. I was like, bro, I know this movie is low budget. Y'all can't get some real trailers in this bitch. I can't get an A24, maybe a Marvel. Y'all just throwing any. I'm like, Luke Evans is the star? Anthony Mackie is the star?
Hey, I'm okay with the 8,000 feet. I mean,
no, that one doesn't look bad, but at the same time, I'm just like, this looked like some Netflix shit.
Yeah, well, it's the creators of they always do that to try to sell up hype, but it's just
it'd be like that one producer that helped out on Hereditary.
Yeah,
the assistant
who massage the feet of the actors on these films.
the barber to the assistant of the director on the town.
All right, Dwight.
Right?
All right, Dwight. But
like, come on.
Because okay, so the second they were talking, like, okay, let's talk a bit about the trailers because we're almost done. I guess done talking about Terrifier 3. 8,000 feet. The second I saw it, and the fact that they were living on cold weather, in my mind, I was thinking bugs took over the planet. They cannot survive in 0 temperature.
Yeah.
So immediately I was like, that's an interesting concept. I was like, maybe I should write a story. And it turns out you see like a bug antenna. I'm like, oh, that's what this film is. That's what this film is. What I was thinking, that's what this film is. Never mind.
Kaylin says her fucking trailer was Screamboat.
Oh, Steamboat. Yeah, Steamboat Willie. Steamboat Willie.
Did I get that? What the hell is Steamboat? I don't honestly. I just remember.
So the rights to the original Mickey Mouse Steamboat was up, and they're making a horror film, Steamboat, based off Steamboat Willie, where he's basically killing everyone on board the steamboat.
Okay, that's wild.
Yeah, so they're taking Mickey Mouse and turning him into a horror film.
Okay, that actually sounds sci-fi, sci-fi channel.
It's gonna be a trash film, but from Disney to the rights to a horror film coming out, I mean, it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen from the people who are pissed off that Disney has been so rude about their rights.
But
yeah, I had Steamboat as well. I forgot about that.
Oh, did anybody? Oh, hold on. Hey man, I'll be right back. I gotta get a piece of tissue.
Oh,
I got a big ass boogie up my nose.
Yeah, I gotta say that I did have a few people walk out the theater.
Bro, I was gonna ask you that. Yes.
Yeah. When you were saying that, I was like, oh yeah. I actually walked out at one point just to go pee because it's a slasher film. I didn't miss. It was when Sienna was getting out of rehab. I was like, this is a good time to go. I went to the bathroom. I came back. All that happened was she was picked up by her uncle, and I was like, yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened. It was nothing happened.
Yeah.
So I went at the perfect time. But so many people walked out. And what was funny is as I was coming back from the bathroom, there were several people crying outside of their viewing halls.
Oh, you had people crying on yours?
Yep. Not in the theater I was in. I had people walk out. But as I was walking, there was like the 4 o'clock showing I was walking past. And there was these group of girls who were crying out of that viewing. And one guy was like, come on, let's go back inside. Let's go back inside to watch. Let's go back inside to watch.
No, the people that sat next to me, because dude, my row was damn near filled. So then they were sitting next to me, but then like the movie started, huh?
Were you sitting in the very far back?
No, I was sitting like maybe 4 rows up. Like maybe like 4 or 5 rows from the back. Actually, I'm lying.
I like to sit in where the screen's in the middle of my eyes.
Yeah, actually, I lied. I'm sitting the row in front of the back. But no, yeah, me too. I stopped caring about the back row because then you just got all like ceiling. I like sitting in the middle. In the middle.
Sit in the middle.
I'm not gonna let that.
I always get seat H8. Always.
Bro, I swear, I be getting like between 6 and 8. But yeah, I like having it to where I'm just looking at screen. I'm not looking at ceiling.
Yeah, and you get the surround sound as well instead of just getting it all coming from one direction. But yeah, I had people walking out of the film because they were disturbed by it.
Yeah, me too.
People crying from other films.
The chainsaw scene. I looked at the guy in front of me, and he looked at his girl like. I was like, yeah, but I saw a couple people, at least like 4 people walked out. I'm like, yeah, there we go. Yeah, all I thought about was the art. It's funny because Kaylin sent me a meme where it says when you're at Terrifier 3 and you see people walk out and it's Art the Clown just going. Fucking bro, I was doing that all at work, bro. Somebody get mad on the line, I just go. Oh my god, bro. Yeah. Everybody at work is talking about the movie.
It's funny because I started getting articles about like the second film and how people were throwing up after seeing that film or during that film, and it's like only one scene popped into my head that would make people throw up. Mom,
the chainsaw. Oh, mom, yeah.
Nah, like, that was the only one that would do it, honestly. Because
that was it for me, man. I was just
the third one wasn't that gruesome.
No, it wasn't, and I feel like it's
out of all of them, it was also the funniest.
Absolutely. I feel like, and I think it wasn't the most gruesome because now they had it in theaters. Now they're starting to get a bigger budget, so they don't want to. They still want to keep what the fans love, but they don't want too much of it now. Because let's be real, if this was just some shit they was going to throw on Shudder or Netflix, it would be more gruesome. We would have had scenes like the mom scene. So, like it's like they still pushed our buttons, but it's just like. We can't do it too much. But I was surprised they actually killed more kids than anything. Like the fucking opening scene, 2 kids. Well, the mall scene was like how many kids? Like 30?
Yeah, now that you gave him the idea, the 4th film is going to take place in a Down syndrome's home.
Dog, that just suck, bro. Don't do that. Oh my god, he goes to a cancer patient. Oh my god. He does the Make-A-Wish. Oh my god! Oh, he should have done that this time. Yeah. See, this is the thing. Because you know when they say those people that come out the movie and they take on that personality. So I'm just like, yeah. I said I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't fucking do that. But then every time I was doing something or I found some gossip around work, I'd be like, and I'm like, stop it! Stop going on Demon Time! Stop it, bro! We are not going Art the Clown. But after seeing him, and I keep bringing it up because I love that he did not discriminate. The fact that kids got it, because I swear I hate when the kids always get away. But nope, not in this movie. The kids are getting fucked up, so I kind of want him to take it up a notch. You know, no babies. We're not doing babies. I think we can both agree that's where we draw the line.
What about pregnant women?
Oh, with a fucking axe.
Yeah. Oh, section at that. There's so many things they could do that would just make it far more. Because you know, at a certain term, those babies are alive.
Oh, and then you just have art. Just oh my god, bro. You just gave him a fucked up idea. And the fact that I'm applauding that, knowing damn well that if he made that scene, I'd be looking away when my jaw dropped. And I'm like, I can't believe they actually did this.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing that keeps bringing people is like, you're disgusted by it, but you're also just like, bro.
But what is it called? Rubbernecking? Like the people getting in an accident on the side of the road and everyone slows down to see it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's just like an actor, someone destroys their career and everyone stops to look because it's entertaining. I mean, people love seeing that kind of stuff. Everyone pretends like they don't, but everyone ends up stopping and looking. So, I mean, I got to say, out of all of them, the third one, I got to say I enjoyed the most.
Same. That's my favorite one.
Because they were trying their best because they had a bigger budget. Yep. They were starting to make a franchise out of it. And it's like, we need to explain what happened in the other movies. We've got to explain them. That's why I kept going to like the third film, because that's where they were trying to explain, oh, the girl's the demon. The girl and him are connected. As long as one of them lives, the girl transferred her soul over into Victoria. All this stuff. They kept trying to explain everything away. And then it turns into where her father saw the future and I guess sold his soul to give her superpowers.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I also just like that it didn't feel like a snuff film, like that first one. That first one is just like, all right, these are the two people I'm about to kill. And then now we're sitting there torturing. That's what it felt like. Whereas this is like, you know, we have our characters, we know who to follow, we know who to root for, you know, that, and now we feel bad when their friends are dying, when their family is dying, you know, versus just, you know, damn, they killed, what's this person's name? Mama? That's crazy. It's like, no, it's
one
like,
thing I gotta say though is he's starting to actually kill men too, because in the first film, it's only the bald dude who got hit on the back of the head.
He killed the people at the pizza joint, the two dudes.
Oh yeah.
So no, he killed 3 and 3. Actually, no, he killed 4 men and 3 women. Well, no, because Victoria was alive.
But
he killed 2 women and 4 guys.
There was no black dude.
He killed four men and 2 guys. 4 men and 2 women. So
but that's messed up for me though, because I was watching that and I was just calling out all the cliches.
Yeah.
And the one they didn't have, I was pissed. And they rectified it in the start of the second film. I was like, I actually started laughing because I was like, they had to, the first to go. They had to come back with it. Because I think the director was like, because it's obvious that the creator is a fan of slasher films and tried to make every single cliche in the film.
Yeah.
It's like, and it still works. It still works. There's a reason why cliches are cliches. There's a reason why stereotypes are stereotypes. So the fact that he's all, you know what, in the second film, the first that he will actually kill in time will be the store clerk. That poor store clerk.
Okay. So here's my thing. Any of these movies, would you actually watch again?
I don't think so.
Okay. So Terrifier 3, even though it's your favorite one of the 3, you wouldn't watch it again?
No, because that's the thing. It's like the first 2 are getting explained away in the third film. And if they come out with a 4th one, the fact that I already know it's a superhero female versus a psychopathic, invincible, a clown, what reason do you have to go back to watch it?
True. Well,
because
it's enjoyable.
What?
Because it's enjoyable.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I
like to watch. I like to watch John Wick 3 and sometimes not watch John Wick 4.
I could never do that.
I watch 22 Jump Street sometimes and not watch 21. You telling me every time you watch a movie, stop. You telling me every time you watch a movie that has like, 3 or 4 movies, you have to start from the first one. Then this nigga weird, bro. So you're telling me you wouldn't just watch which one is your favorite Fast and Furious?
1, because it's actually racing. When it starts getting all ridiculous, I stop caring for it.
You fucking up my point. Which one is your favorite Harry Potter?
The first 2.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Go in the middle. In the middle, bro. No, you messing up my point.
If I start the book,
okay, stop. What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Empire.
Okay, so you're not just going to watch Empire. You're going to have to start all the way from Phantom Menace.
Yeah, technically, yeah. I'd have to watch from Phantom Menace.
I don't have to watch the Disney. I can't believe it took me so fucking long just to get there. Every fucking thing. Oh, the first one. Oh, the first 2. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm not even going. Hey, I'm glad I didn't say Resident Evil because I already know the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Rocky, the first one.
First two. Let's be honest.
Okay, cool. Apocalypse, yeah.
GTA. You got to get that rematch in.
Yeah.
Adrian.
What's this?
I'm someone who always has to freaking watch the entire thing. I can't just do one and done unless it's like the OG Star Wars, the original trilogy, or the prequel trilogy, never the Disney trilogy. Like that's the way I have to do it. It has to be done. If it's done as a sequence, I have to watch it as a sequence.
What's up, Justin? His YouTube on the screen. His is EL-SCRIBBLER. My YouTube is Big Daddy Mo, and then this is a podcast we do called Words and Personality.
Yep.
You can
On
check that
YouTube
out.
as well.
I think I have it in the link, but I'll probably throw it in the link. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely check us out though. We appreciate that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we
Resident Evil go hard though. Resident Evil go hard.
Oh yeah.
I know
have a
you good. You
podcast on
good.
that for sure.
Hell yeah. Even though Resident Evil 6 was trash.
Well, it's funny. We did a Resident Evil podcast, and it was just about me liking the first one, and you're talking about everything else.
Because
like,
even though I like the
saw
first
those
one,
movies.
because the first one is the best one, but the second one is my favorite.
Well, the worst thing about those is they end on such a grand note for it to be done in the first 30 seconds of the next film.
And then the final chapter did the worst because they had it to where, she
was on top of the White House.
We're the final hope for humanity. It's just the 6 of us, and it will be us versus them. Now let's pose for the final conclusion next week on Dragon Ball Z. And then all of a sudden she climbs out and everybody's fucking dead.
Yeah, and
I'm like, what?
Anything in the film? You can't see anything in the film because it is so dark, and the way it's edited, like I don't know what's going on. I've only seen it once, and to this day, I still don't know what's going on in that film.
That movie's horrible. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Yours is
thanks for the
Resident Evil Afterlife was dope. I enjoy it. What I didn't like about it was the fact that it was the third one was like Mad Max type shit. They're in the desert, and then all of a sudden now they're in Los Angeles, and there's a prison. So yeah. But hey, thank you for subscribing to our page. Though. Appreciate it.
But you did like the 4D or 2D, 3D. That 3D.
I liked it. The 3D was good. It had some good 3D.
Yeah. Oh, imagine if Terrifier was in 3D.
Oh.
Like they'll do a cutting open the stomach, and then you see the baby flying out towards I'm going to that one pregnant woman sequence, and then you see the baby flying out towards
I need Terrifier 3D. That would be awesome. I mean, fuck that. That'd have been great if it was Terrifier 3D Christmas. You should have had this one in 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't know why. The Christmas setting really set it off. I love it. I love a dark Christmas.
I kind of wish that there was more like, I know it would be cliche and stuff like that, but like bloody footprints in the snow.
I mean, he did a bloody snow angel.
Yeah, that's the only thing he did that could be related to like Christmas is a snow angel, a blood angel. I was like, okay, that's it. But it's like you have it during
Christmas.
Yeah, you have him wearing a Santa outfit, and it's just like we don't get a lot of the cliche kind of stuff.
He did. But he uses intestines for like a Christmas ornament.
Yeah. I did like the fact that Victoria created a crown of thorns,
Oh yeah.
For like a Jesus Christ type thing. It was very demonic using the iconography of Jesus Christ and his crucifixion and all that. I mean, it was, and you see all this iconography of like the manger scene everywhere. But then again, it's Christmas, so you see it almost in almost.
Damn, fool, you breaking out like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nigga sounding retarded as hell. He said,
I think that was just how I was talking right then and there.
Hey, I thought you were just straight up glitching.
No, it was just how I was talking right then and there.
Oh my God, bro. I'm over here. I'm sick, and you motherfucker.
Yeah, but
it's never go for a retard.
There I go. I'm just doing it all the time now. I'm doing it all the time. Yeah, but it's like, I just wish they had more to do with Christmas. They had a lot. I liked it, decorating the tree with an intestines, but it's like you have Christmas. Take advantage of it. Have more,
have them sledding, doing a little sled or something. Actually have them doing Christmas activities.
Hell, what's that scene? With razor blades in it.
There you go. What's that?
Imagine if you gave a cart of snowballs with razor blades in them to a group of kids.
Oh my God, that'd been perfect.
Because they have those snowball fights where people will run, grab a snowball, run back, and then throw it. Just like easily do something like that.
Oh, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect, bro.
And now we're giving them more ideas.
Yeah, I don't care. You know what? Give them all the ideas so I can sit there and shock and sit there and say how brutal this shit is, and I don't think I can watch it. Go ahead and do it.
It's like, man. What kind of monster thinks up this kind of stuff? And then they go back to the old stuff, showing clips, just like, I never said that.
Oh, him killing the grandma. Help! I can't get up. Bro, I love Art, man. Art is great. Art is great. He's one of my favorite slashers. He's in Call of Duty too.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get him. But,
yeah, I think we didn't finally move past Terrifier. But honestly though, just last thoughts. I as brutal as they are, I enjoy them. Like I said, Art the Clown is what makes them great. The second one I feel like it's the goriest. That bedroom scene is just like damn near too much.
yeah,
But
that
three,
sticks in the brain.
But 3 is just enjoyable as hell. Art is just fucking hilarious. We got more shit.
Bless you.
I tried to push through.
Yeah, I mean, we get more story. We get more explanation on who Art is. Well, not who he is as a person, but like how he became who he is. The fact that why he's alive. Who Sienna is. The fact that she's an angel, apparently immortal angel, who's gonna hunt down Art. I mean, of course, a lot of this is speculation. Maybe she just went insane in that point in time and believes her hands are healed.
Yeah.
Because remember, he is mentally ill.
I did that just in time.
So there are several things they could do going forward, and I'm okay either way. Whether they go the superhero, like a slasher superhero route, like capitalizing on what everyone else does now, or they just make her completely mentally break down because everyone around her is gone. Her father disappeared. Her mother died. Her brother died in this one. Her aunt, her uncle, her niece was basically cast down to hell. And she's alone.
Hey, let her stay there. She was fucking annoying anyway. It's like get out of grown folk business. Like, damn. But I think that concludes our Terrifier podcast.
Third one's worth. The third one was the best out of them.
Absolutely, definitely go check it out in theaters. It's the better clown movie. Fuck Joker for that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of clowns. I've always despised them. I'm not a fan of gory films, but this one, I guess the slight humor in it kind of makes up for it. But the slight humor just imagine every time there's some slight humor, someone's about to get massacred.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. But that's all.
Yep. Thank you for watching. You can follow us on YouTube. Our podcast is Words and Personality, and you can follow our individual pages. Big Daddy Mo,
EL-SCRIBBLER.
Yep. Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe, and hey, we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Doodles.
Oh man, I'm so fucking sick.